Hello everyone, this is Carnage Panda, and we're back with more Final Fantasy II Pixel Remaster. When last we left off, we got Yosef in our party. Firion got deaded because I was careless, and I just went back to town, and then I did a lot of testing because there's no manual for this game. Unfortunately, that excludes the RTFM method of figuring out how this game actually works. You know, in this game, you have all of these characters and they can basically wear any armor, wield any weapon, learn magic, and do anything. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you that there are penalties associated with wearing heavy armor and using magic. Which, of course, if you play RPGs is a no-duh thing, but it would be nice to know that in this game. So I made a few changes to how my party loadout is going to be. It's going to kind of be similar to what it was beforehand, but I'm going to note what changes I did. Now, for Firion, I basically grinded up MP for all of these guys while I was watching some anime episodes, and they got up over 200 MP before, you know, the game was like, well, he's not really using MP that much, so we don't need to get gains. You can see that his spirit stat went up, and also I changed his equipment because of this magic penalty. Now, this works really weird in this game. I don't really know how to explain it, to be honest, because you can see his current loadout. I'm making him use staffs now because he's going to be my white mage, quote-unquote, for the rest of the playthrough. So I taught him a bunch of white magic. And he's going to be in charge of most of the healing and support spells to buff us. So put a staff on him. And this is kind of important. And I'll get to that when I talk about Maria. But mostly, I had to change the equipment around. Now, I did a lot of testing with the equipment to see what works, and it's kind of surprising, you know. He could wear the leather cap and the silver Aquarius. It's just, what's going on there? You know, that's kind of heavier than I would think a mage would be able to do, but I'll take it because it gets him higher defense values. Now, you can't wear heavy armor because that cuts your spell damage by about 2/3 by wearing the wrong equipment. So you can wear these Aquariuses and the leather cap. That's not going to put too much impact. All the gloves I tested with were bad. They were no-go. You can't use shields. Those are bad too. And there's only 3 weapon types that you can use: the staff, dagger, and barehanded. And so this is what I've got him set up with now. And I'll probably do testing as I go down the line and get better equipment because I expect there's going to be ribbons later on and protect rings. So I assume those are going to be able to be used. And I'll probably get him dual wielding with the I could probably buy a mithril mace as it is now, but I'm not going to, you know, drag us back to town because unfortunately, evasion's also important in this game, and if you're going barehanded, it shoots your evasion to near 0, and that's bad. I'm really, really bad. Now, for Maria, since, you know, I had to change up the barehanded. Barehanded's abusive. It's great. It does a ton of damage, but if we look over on Yosef here, evasion 0%. That's going to be bad in the long run from what I'm reading. So I equipped her with a spear and a shield. Shields are good because they give you lots of evasion. Her evasion's at 44%. And another thing about evasion, if you don't have good evasion, you're not going to get agility growth. And if you don't get agility growth, you're not going to be going first in the turn order. Or, from what I'm reading, preemptive strikes work off of Firion's agility. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be the case in this game because in the previous one they changed it up. You know, it took off the look and agility of the lead member, but as you clearly saw, I had the thief in position too, and I was getting mad preemptive strikes. One of the more interesting thing is they're asking questions about the preemptive strikes, and then they started asking the real questions. What happens when Furion is dead? Does it still check his agility to see if you're getting an ambush on the enemies? And apparently it still does, so they're kind of, in disbelief that a dead man would be able to get the jump on the enemy parties. Which, that's hilarious. But she's going to be my melee attacker. Got her equipped with all this stuff. I'm going with spears with her. I'm not a fan of swords. I probably wouldn't use swords to begin with because most every JRPG just wanks the sword to nigh oblivion, and I'd like to have a different build on that. So yeah, this is gonna be her build. No empty hands. Turns out that's bad, and I don't know if I'm gonna be using heavy armor. Maybe if the heavy armor has really good resistances, I'll go with that. And then with Guy, he's still gonna be the black mage, but I changed him to daggers. Same loadout that Furion has with his armors, but he's got daggers, dual daggers. His evasion's pretty shit right now, but it should get higher as his weapon skill goes up. And I'm going to go with that. He's going to be my black mage. My black mage damage has pretty much tripled. And one other thing is, I think that the bow weapon is complete trash now. It has to be wielded in two hands, and since it shoots your magic damage down, I don't even understand why that's an initial equip on Maria, since they're trying to suggest, with her better intelligence, that you should make her the mage. So I don't understand that at all. But I guess, we're just going to continue going on and walking diagonally like madmen and using Yosef's sprite on the world map. Most of the stuff that I'm reading about the battle system, it seems alright, except for Yosef doing 900 damage there. Yeah, I kind of grinded up the spells while I was watching anime. I don't have much on Maria's weapon because she's just starting to learn the spear. But Yosef has 7 levels in hands, as they call them, and it's really weird. Hands just flies up in this game. I feel like they were a little too aggressive in making this easier with the HP growth especially. Because the game is supposed to be like, okay, you made it to an area where the enemies are starting to damage you, and you're gonna need more HP, so the game takes that into account, Okay, maybe this guy needs more HP and he needs more stamina growth to get that HP. But this is just a little aggressive on the HP growth. I wish it wasn't that way. Like, the MP growth, I feel like that's just fine. You stop getting the MP growing, and I should just multi-target and stuff. But if Guy gets off an attack, you'll see that his damage for his spells has gone up, especially if it's a single target. Not much I can do for my white mage. I'm assuming that he gets holy later on. Yeah, look at that damage. That's good. I think they're weak against fire, though. Yeah, their evasion should go up since evasion takes into account your weapon levels into the calculation of how it's done, and it also takes into account your shield levels, which means I was wrong earlier about its blocking attacks. How that's done is based off of... I should just probably pull it up again. There's a defense down here. No, it's evasion and magic evasion. That's what it is. You got evasion multipliers, and those will go up. Evasion multiplier will go up as you're getting attacked by enemies, and magic defense will go up if you get hit by magic spells. The thing about this game is that since enemies get multiple attacks and spells do multiple attacks as well, the evasion number there just tells you the chance that you're going to evade an attack. In the end game, I'm gonna 766. That's ridiculous. In the end game, I'm gonna try to get it up to 99%, but unfortunately, since they get multiple attacks, you can only dodge at this point in the game. Since my multiplier is only 1, I can only dodge one of those attacks at 50% or whatever it was. So that could also lead to you getting fucked up in the end game when enemies have like 8 attacks. Let's go, Maria. Alright, she start getting her damage up. Yeah, getting some agility growth. This is why I want to get my evasion up, because I want to start getting preemptive attacks like I was in the first game. But I'm probably going to have this as a cakewalk through this entire spot since I'm hilariously over level. Alright, she's not doing that much damage yet. Oh, they're not weak to fire. Alright, Maria's getting more strength. Yosef has like 40 strength, and that's 40 strength is 7 levels in hands. That's why he's messing everybody up. Got these deadheads right here. My mom and stepdad were real fans of the Grateful Dead, and they'd go to their concerts all the time. Before, I guess, was it Jerry Garcia who died, and they just didn't do anything anymore? I believe I can't go through that door. That door's trying to trick me. And I actually dislike the Grateful Dead. I never liked any of their music. But apparently they have fans of that band in this game. Yeah, I don't want ambushes. I want preemptive attacks. I'm just obliterating the enemies, even with these low weapon skills, because I'm just hilariously overleveled for this part. I don't know when I'm going to get to the point where, you know, I'm back on track. So, now that I'm having a deeper dive into the mechanics of this game, I'm starting to think, you know, maybe it's not so bad. Except the aggressive HP growth here. Oh, that's another reason I need to get my evasion up and my evasion multipliers, is because enemy attacks, if you have a piece of equipment that's resistant to it, it actually is not going to stop it from a melee attack. The only way to stop it is by getting like a higher magic evasion or having higher evasion multipliers, just so you can dodge those attacks. This game's really weird, you know. If you go into this game casually, you just have no idea what you're doing, and people are like, let's dual wield, even though, you know, actually dual wielding is not as great as it sounds in this game. It's all about those shields and evasion to get your agility up, and doing all this other weird esoteric stuff. You just can't RTFM for this. There's no manual. You know, I looked on the Steam page for it, and I'm going into my Steam client, and unlike some other games, there's no manual for this. It makes me wonder if this kind of stuff was included in the Japanese manual, just so that the Japanese players do what they were doing, because from what I'm reading, this game was actually a lot better received in Japan. I do know that they have a difference of opinion on some things than us Westerners do, but man, if you go into this blind, you're just gonna be on the struggle bus. And, you know, if people are watching you, they're gonna be like, man, you're not doing very well. And I really don't like being on the struggle bus like that. That's probably why I didn't like this game. Like, look at Guy's damage. It's just way better. I probably could have not bought Blizzard. I'll probably still rage when I run into an empty room, though. Anyway, we're going down to the bottom of this cave to do something. We're getting the Goddess Beller or whatever, and Yosef is going to help us do that. I think he leaves the party after this. That's why I've got his character up. Oh, one other thing, the life spell can just one-shot the undead. I should probably do that instead. Oh, I could have got a Mithril Spear here too. Yeah, I think I'll show that off. I think Cure does damage to the undead as well. Yeah, I might want to save some of his MP. Life 3. Oh, it only got one of them? Well, at least I attacked. You know what they're also weak against? Fists. Yost is over here just fisting them. I feel like I don't need this much HP at this point in the game. I think if I ever play this game again, I would just like install a mod that puts it to the original NES difficulty, because this aggressive HP growth. This is gonna be an empty room, isn't it? It's an empty room. Okay, life is not gonna get us through this. I'm just gonna hit us with a multi-target cure. And let's just hit them with more fire. Also, the reason why I have 2 mages is because there are way more spells that I can actually equip. Okay, 158 damage. That's pretty respectable. A single character can only equip 16 spells at once. And since the spells, the white magic works off of spirit and the black magic works off of intellect, I don't want to stunt their growth that way. So I'd rather have one dude focus on the, you know, healing and buffing, and the other dude focus on the... Well, I don't want to waste my magic with cure. This just feels so much better when he's able to just one-shot these enemies with his fire spell instead of struggling. I don't know which door to go through. So anyway, I think I marked down like 11 or 12 spells that I'm interested in learning on both the black and white magic sides. Yeah, if he's just killing him with 62 damage, that just means I'm horrifically over-leveled. This is gonna be an easy playthrough. Until it's not. Lethal shield. Yeah, I think I might have spent too much money on the equipment. Not that it matters. Maybe guys should work on his knife skills. Too bad he can't work on his nunchuck skills. Yeah, his evasion's up to 11. You know what? I'm going in with the knife action. Ah, it was an empty room, so it's the other one that I have to go through. I guess I'm doing a semi-blind playthrough because, you know, I want to look up the mechanics, but I don't want to look up the maps. Even though the environment design, or the level design is kind of terrible in this game. It did take me a while to get Maria's stamina up to a respectable level. I think it's 14 or 15. Okay, we'll go with that. Oh, one other thing is that I guess it does use a sort of progressive leveling system, because enemies have a stat called rank. And what that does is, the higher the rank of the enemy, the faster your growth is on your weapon skills and spells. Fucking paralysis, goddamn. Now everybody's paralyzed now. I hope... Is this a permanent status effect? I don't think it is. No, but it's definitely not. Okay, so Bossina will take care of that, but my Bossina is too low level to cure paralysis at this point. So anyway, I forgot to go in on the knives. Monsters! Let's go in with the knives. Okay, so about rank. Enemies are ranked from 1 to 7, and the higher the rank, the faster your growth is. Now, I don't think this is quite as good as the system they use in Secret of Evermore, where it's just the lower level, the higher your growth is, because for the time being, I'm just gonna be encountering low rank 1 enemies. Alright, guy got his knife level up to 3. I'm okay with that. Does his evasion go up? The chest contained ancient sword. From what I'm seeing, the Ancient Sword is actually pretty good. Let's see, Ancient Sword. A sword that invokes an ancient curse. So, it's not the best to attack with and do damage, but it actually uses the spell Curse, which is one of the spells that is a black magic spell that I'm gonna pick up later. And that spell actually lowers the attack and defense of the target. So I want that debuff as soon as I can get it. I'm gonna start leveling that up. Oh, I forgot to check to see if his evasion went up, but I don't care. I don't care right now. As his evasion grows, so too will his agility, and so too will my preemptive strikes. Let's see, 15%. Okay, so yeah. Maybe I should focus more on getting his, well, that ain't gonna matter. What the hell are these things? Does it show the... Yeah, he's got level 3 on bow, but bow is trash in my opinion. You can't wear a shield with it, and it hurts your magic, so don't pick up bow. Snook Chit, giant beaver. I don't remember this part at all. This must be the boss beaver up here. What's that to the... What's this over here? Oh, there's just more to the cave. Alright, let's go talk to the head honcho. Snook Chit. God. What? Guy speak beaver. Snook Chit. Ask about the goddess's bell. Secret passage in wall to right. Monster guard bell. Bell in wall. Let's ask him about the sunfire. Okay, he doesn't have any idea. I didn't actually need his help to find the secret passage since they just marked it on the map. Doesn't know anything about the snowcraft or the canoe. And I have no idea how he knows how to communicate with beavers. Ambushed? Oh! Virion still has his sunshades on. Can I cure blindness with Esna? Yes, I can. I should be able to cure it at level 3. Yeah, so this game has this weird thing where there's 2 different status restoring spells. So there are some statuses that only last as long as you're in a battle, which is Venom, Sleep, Silence, Mini, Paralysis, and Confuse. And you want to use Bossina for those. And for the other ones, there's Poison, Darkness, Curse, Amnesia, Toad, Petrify, and those are cured with Esna. Why they split them up, I don't know. Now, there are 2 different types of poisons. Venom is the green stuff, and Poison, which is what lasts after the battle and damages you on the map, is the purple stuff. And I got familiar with that while I was leveling up the spells because I saw them curing in real time. Yeah, I'm about to hit 1,000 HP, and I'm also watching these other YouTubers play through the NES version just so I get a feel, and I feel like the NES version is just not that bad. And they don't have anywhere near this level of HP at this point in the game. Like, the system just basically says, you know, if you need it, we'll help you increase it at that point in the game. And at this point in the game, I don't need it because my defense values are so high that they're not even hurting me. And also my MP growth dropped off a cliff while I was spamming spells. At first it just was flying up because I needed the MP. And then when I got around 200, 230, it just stopped growing. It was like, okay, you're not using enough MP to merit your MP increasing. So I kind of like the system. It's just these goddamn empty rooms. Alright. We're almost to the end. I feel like that's kind of cheating. Like, when you're making your D&D character sheet, and you have to pick the languages you know, Guy's just like, yeah, I'm gonna speak Beaver. Alright, her stamina went up to 17. I'm a big fan of that. Oh, that must be the monster that's guarding the bell. You can see the bell right there. Alright, I don't even need that. He's got mithril armor. Well, if I put that Curious on him, he'd get 6 evasion. This is why I'm not a fan of the armors, because it drops your evasion, and the higher your evasion is, the better chance you get of getting an agility point after battle. So, I'm not going to be too broken up about that, because Yosef's just one of those party members that's not there permanently. That's an adamant choice guarding the bell. Stay on your toes. Okay, I'm not going to auto-battle this, but I'm not going to be surprised if Guy one-shots this enemy. But I will toss down some buffs like Protect. I might get rid of her magic. Now, since it's a turtle, it's weak against Blizzard, and Yosef might one-shot it too, because as we've seen, hands are just abusive. Alright, let's go. Blizzard 5. 796. One shot the boss. I like the boss music, by the way. It is a shame we don't get to hear it since I'm overpowered. Alright, Maria's about to go up to level 4 on spears. Get more HP. Agility growth, very important. I'm gonna have to get Guy's agility up, so maybe I should start using his daggers more. There's something set in the wall. It's the Goddess's Bell. You obtain the Goddess's Bell. Alright, we go through the door. Oh, that's... Okay, I get it now. Wow. Ugh. I see why you couldn't go through that door earlier. Okay. Okay, you're gonna have to get some dagger in. At least until I get you up to 4 ranks. Because I really want agility growth on Guy. I think he starts out at 5 agility, and I haven't seen it go up at all. Which is really bad, because I'm always talking about how your damage mage and control mages should always go first, so that they can inflict their statuses or do damage, and then your warriors can just do cleanup. Which he's probably not going to do anytime soon, since, you know, Maria and... Oh, it's another Grateful Dead fan getting in our way. Maria and Furion have better agility than him, and they've just had way better growth. I might have to dual shield for him for a while. Curses! You've already gotten to the Goddess's Bell! Why didn't you stop us then? First, you ruined my standing with the Emperor, and now this. The Emperor will never forgive me for messing this up. If I ever go back to the Empire, he'll have my head. But I'm still a soldier. If I'm going to die, you're coming with me. Oh, he wants to fight us too? Alright, double boss, featurette. I don't think he's gonna last long. After Yosef gets his hands on him, it's just gonna be over. I'm gonna use Blink because I don't think this battle's gonna last long. 35 damage, okay. Yeah, it's over. Yosef MVP of this one. So if Yosef leaves, I'm not going to be broken up because right now he's breaking the balance of the game. Well, Borgen's dead. Which is like, yeah, we're getting the fuck out of here. Heh, I may have lost, but don't think you've won. I've booby-trapped this cave. Really? Is that the good kind of booby trap? Or the bad kind? Just a little parting gift from me to you. I'll be waiting for you in hell. Urgah! Alright, let's go to hell and kill him again then. Can we do that? Oh shit, they're gonna Indiana Jones us. Damn it! Oh, he just caught that with his hands. Go on, get out. We not leave you. I can't hold it much longer. Run! They walked away. It's up to you. Now, Furion, my sweet Nelly. So I guess Yosef is getting crushed by the boulder. Yosef! I would be really creeped out if that happened. You know, the guy dies in front of me and then his corpse just starts flashing and disappears. Anyway, I guess Yosef has left the party. He has sacrificed himself so that the rest of us can live. And this looks like a good point to end this episode. So leave a like, comment, or subscribe down below. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.